Good morning, dear students. We are studying about the financial incentives and the first three financial incentives we have studied in the previous class, and now we are going to continue with the remaining points or remaining different type of financial incentives. So the next type of financial incentive is called as the profit sharing. So the profit sharing means that the company, we know that the company's profit is the hard work of the employees as well as the owners. The end profit of a business organization is the outcome of the efforts of two parties, namely owners and employees. The owners invest money and employees provide services to fulfill the objectives. Consequently, the owners get profit in lieu of their investment, whereas the employees get salary or wages for providing services. Although the employees naturally get their remuneration as a reward of their services, yet sometimes they are made part of the profit earned by the company with the hope that they will provide services with the full potential, labor and honesty. The plan of profit thus given is known as the profit sharing. So we know that the company's profit is the part of the hard work, or the like if a company is able to receive the salary based on the work of the two parties. One is the owners. So the owners are investing money, and based on that money, as a reward they are getting the profit. And the employees are giving their services. They are working hard for the betterment of the organization, and as a reward they are getting the some amount of salary. They are getting some allowances. All these things are received. But this is, if we are giving some part of the profit to the employees, then they will be motivated to work little more, because like if it becomes our own company, isn't it? So like if we are the shareholders, or if we are getting the part of the profit of the organization, it means that it becomes our own company. And when it is our own company, when you are working for somebody else, we may not feel that much motivation to do the work. But when we are doing work for ourselves, then we will be motivated to do the job, because we know that this is our own. And if how much amount of salary the company is making, if the company is making more salary, then we get more part of that. See, the one part of, like if you get a 1% of the salary, or any means not 1%, any percentage of the salary is provided, profit is provided to the employees, then they will be automatically motivated. And if they are working hard, and if they get a more profit, then they are more money they are going to receive. So that is why they will work hard. They will be motivated to work. And another one more is there, like co-partnership or stock option. This is also somewhat similar of profit sharing. This is that some shares are given to the employees. Okay. So co-partnership, in fact, is a developed form of profit sharing. Co-partnership is based on the establishment of industrial democracy and workers' participation in management. Under this plan, the employees provide their services to the company, and they are also the partners in the equal capital. Consequently, the employees get dividend as well as participation in management besides their regular remuneration. The equity shares of the company may be issued to the employees in two ways: on cash payment basis in lieu of the incentive, otherwise payable in cash. For example, issue of shares under profit sharing plan, or payment of bonus in the form of shares. The co-partnership or stock option is the advanced part of the profit sharing. Okay, so profit sharing, we know that some part of the profit is distributed among the employees. That's all, and it is not necessary that it is to be distributed at every month. Okay, so sometimes if a company is getting in a very high position, or means a company is in the form of a good position, that the company is getting more than a required amount of salary or profit, at that time they may share the profit to the employees also. But another option is given to the employees is that co-partnership, means that some shares are issued to the owner of the employees also. So either they can purchase the shares. Some companies are providing the option for purchasing the shares, and some companies are giving shares to the employees as a part of their incentives. So, and if we are like if profit sharing is that only when the profit is there, that time only it will be shared. Loss, it is not going to be affected. But if a company is giving like a co-partnership is given, so then if a company is facing a loss, then that also can be means shared among the employees. So if a company is successful or profit is there or loss is there, that is going to affect the employees also. So that is why they will be working hard. Okay, so that is why people will be motivated towards the achieving their organizational objectives also, because it is organizational objective is connected to the personal objectives also. So more if a company is profitable, then we get more salary. If company is in loss, then we face difficulty. Okay, so we are not going to get a much amount of profit. That loss of the company, we will also be part of it. So because of that fear, the employees will be working hard, not because of the fear, but because in order. So if, as I told you, if we are getting the partnership of the one share, if you are purchasing, we become the owner. Now we are owners, not the employees. Do you understand? So when we are having shares, then we become owners of the organization, and it becomes our own company. So the success and the failure of the company is fully depending on us. So we will have to work hard. So that is why the employees will be more motivated to work hard and make more profit to the organization. Okay. Then next financial benefit is that retirement benefits. So some companies are providing some kind of retirement benefits. Every employee remains concerned about his future after retirement. If he is offered financial security for his post-retirement period, his future will be secure. This situation will be certainly motivate him. Provident fund and gratuity are the best examples of a post-retirement benefit. See, for example, every employees in the country or every people are trying to get a government job. What is the purpose of getting a government job? One reason is that the job security. We are having more security. More job security is there in the government job. See, like once if you are appointed, we will be permanent in that. So means maybe some 6 months or 1 year time. After that, we will get permanent in the job. And after that, whatever happens, even if you are not performing nicely or even if you are not doing the work properly, then also it is not necessary that you will be terminated from the job. Okay, you will be able to continue in the job. And another main benefit that the people are searching for a government job is that retirement benefit that they are getting. See, like if a government job, if you are doing after the job a particular period, maybe 60 years, after that we will be getting a pension, and almost 50% or 60% of the salary is provided as a pension. And after that also gratuity is provided, pension is provided, provident fund is there, so many type of benefits are there. Even our employees getting retired, after that also he will be getting more amount of benefits. But in private sector companies, these people are not that much secured. That is why people are not interested to work in the private sector. But some companies are providing these type of facilities. Know that people, the company can understand that these type of things are required for the employees, and that is why they will be ready to provide these type of facilities, like provident fund is provided or gratuity is provided. Provident fund means that some part of the salary, like if a person is getting 20,000 rupees as salary, 2,000 rupees is deducted from his salary, and 2,000 rupees maybe or some part of that, some 1% of that money is deducted from their salary, and some contribution is made by the company also and deposited in a provident fund account. And every month this process will be there, and this will continue as long as the employee is continue doing their job. Imagine that if an employee is doing the job for 60 years, all this money will be deposited in the provident fund for if an employee is working for maybe 20 years, so all these 20 years the provident fund will be deposited in the provident fund account. So after he is getting retired, he will be getting a pension, or that money that we have, that provident fund that we have invested can be utilized for our future. And also the gratuity is provided. Gratuity is provided, like if an employee is working in an organization maybe for 10 years, then his salary at present, at the time of retirement, what salary is there, and multiplied. Some companies are providing 50% of that. So 50% of their salary, if an employee is there he's getting 30,000 rupees salary. So 15,000 rupees multiplied by number of years that he has worked. So that much amount of money will be given to the employee at the time of retirement. That is called as the gratuity. So these type of things can be, and that money, that will be a huge amount, and that can be deposited in the bank, and with that, or they can make a FD of that, and they can get interest, and that money may be utilized for their future, or when they are in, not having any job, or with that money they may be able to start some business and run their future, if a small business and all, if they are able to run it. So some benefit will be there. So such a way that their future will be secured even after the retirement, they will be getting benefits. Okay, so that is called as the retirement benefits. So this will be also motivating the employees. So it means like at present, if we are working, if in an organization, if we are having retirement benefit, and in another organization, if they are not providing retirement benefit, then one company which is providing retirement benefit, the employees will be more motivated than the other company. Okay. Then the last financial benefit is called as the perquisites. Okay, perquisites are those facilities which an employee gets free from the employer, like rent-free accommodation, car, facility of a servant. These facilitates play an important role in motivating the employees. So perquisites means some extra benefits. Perks, perks, na? Per perk, one toffee you will get. So like almost like that. Perks are the additional benefit. Okay, so any kind of additional benefits that we are receiving from the company is called as the perquisites. See, for example, we are working in the school, and we are provided, school quarters is provided. So imagine that if we are not having this one, then what we may have to pay some 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 rupees as the room rent for staying there. So this money is a profit for us, isn't it? So like if I am getting 20,000 rupees salary, and if 8,000 I have to give as room rent, only 12,000 remaining. So now if I am getting 20,000 rupees salary and 8,000 rupees room, if I am getting, it is equal to that I am getting 28,000 rupees salary. Do you understand? Means that 8,000 rupees of, so now we are not getting in the form of money, we are getting 20,000 rupees salary, but 8,000 rupees value is provided to us, isn't it? So this is a one benefit. It can be called as a perquisite, or like a children's education. See, like we are working in the school, and some part of the like the children's education, for that the money is provided. See, without fees, free education is provided to the children, and such type of. So if we imagine that if 5,000 rupees is to be paid as the monthly fees for a child, and if that money is provided, so it is again additional benefit. So if a free room is received, then 28,000, then 5,000 rupees per month children education is there, and imagine that 2 children are studying, then 10,000 rupees we are getting. So it is equal to 38,000. Do you understand? So salary will be 20,000 only, but additional benefits are there more. Do you understand? So that is called as the perquisites, and some companies are providing like free insurance is provided, or hospital facilities are there. Some like health insurance like this. So if especially some kind of like mines and all these type of things are there, people working there, and some factories and all, they are providing hospital facility. So like some health insurance they are taking, and insurance money is provided by the company, and premium is paid by the company for all the employees. And if by chance if anything happens to the employee, when he is working in the organization, so he can be going to the hospital, and some are giving like full treatment free, or some are giving at least 50% of the treatment fees. Like if 1 lakh rupees hospital expenditure is 50,000 rupees is provided by the company, and 50,000 we have to pay. So such a way, so it will be a benefit for the people, those who are working, because when we work, and there is a chance that any kind of sickness may be there, or in type of like injuries may be taking place, like employees, like those who are mostly this is provided to the job, like kind of some risky jobs are there, painting or big building constructions, or mining, all these type of jobs are there, where people may be open to a huge risk, like accidents and all are most possible. And sometimes like if there are some chemical factories and all are there, some reactions and all may be there. So when they are working there for many days, then it is possible that they may get some sicknesses based on the impact of some allergic type of things, or some impact may be there of the factory that we are working. So for that also the company will be providing free treatment or some free treatment benefits will be provided. So all this type of thing, any other additional benefit that is provided by the company for the employees, that is called as the perquisites. Okay, so there are 7 type of financial incentives we have studied. So it is not necessarily all these 7 are not in the form of fully like money. Only first one is first and second one we can say that it is directly cash payment is there. But other things are indirect payments are there. But you know that it is like profit sharing. It is also in the form of money. You know, so if we don't know how much we are going to get, and even if, as I told you, like if a room rent is provided, that is also it is a financial benefit. Do you understand? So such type of benefits are bonus. If bonus is provided, like a 3,000 rupees a watch is given as a gift on Teachers' Day. So this watch, if you want to purchase it, you have to pay 3,000 rupees. So now you are getting a product of worth rupees 3,000. So that is a benefit. 3,000 rupees profit you are getting. So such a way, this can be called as a benefit. So that is why it is considered in terms of money. So that these are the financial incentives. Okay. So we will study about the non-financial incentives in the next class. Okay. Thank you so much.